they didn't put even on the list was Lycan, which is a very surprising pick from Skem. It's interesting because Eastern Europe is the only other region that actually still favors the Lycan carry. I think he's South American now. Smiley Knight's playing in Infamous now, but he's the only other Lycan carry player that we still see these days, as they're going to kill Force at this rate.
Yes, they are.
Only Iron Shell, that's not going to help him. Goodbye.
Going pretty much straight into... oh, actually, I thought I saw Armlet queued up for a second, but I must have been mistaken. It was probably over the helm.
Yeah.
Yes, my bad.
That's arms.
Must have always been this helm. You know, getting these creeps online, playing with these big boys as Tim's top lane is still going to die.
Norman's starting to get rid of this tombstone because the zombies are preventing his battery assault. Can they get rid of it? Yes, they do. At the same time, Norman dies. Still cases stuns, however, the Undying. And Force will commit to this kill as Raven cleans up shop, hoping for Zhao as well. No multi-shop for a while. Has a gust in 3 seconds, but realizes there's no point.
Yes, right, especially because there's no dispels on the enemy team. Same thing for the Tiny here. He would have also enjoyed a nice little invis rune into his bot. Oh, he's just going to get doomed. Okay.
That is also a play. Telekinesis him back into the War Stomp beneath the cogs. They do get him. Glimpse him back the clockwork. Norman breaks the cogs and gets out for now. Doom is still bringing him down at this rate. One more auto attack from the Rubik to prevent the deny.
Oh,
he will miss his high ground with the deny. So Tim's will not get what he was looking for there. He might even lose the tower because they kept the catapult alive, Richie.
Here it is. Carl does find his kill rune. It's a haste. Looking for Skem down bottom.
Yeah, he's gonna try. Skem has no boot, so running away is a little bit difficult. Parallel Piece grabs him, smashes him against the ground, and the Stone is also punching him whenever he can. Fate Bolt will reduce his damage by a lot, however, and Zhao is keeping him protected. Skem will not fall.
Oh, here's the Avalanche.
Misses as well.
Wow.
As Carl was a little bit hasty even with his haste and pulling that Avalanche away. Norman now finds a zombie up top. Battery Assault and Cogs, and Force can't really help him except for the Ion Shell. Hasn't even set up the wall. Replicants that uses the last of mana on the vacuum, which does nothing but condemn Norman. Still trying to finish off AU, keeps himself alive, and a glimpse condemns Force.
Mid lane is Doom.
The Doom is used onto Carl, and does telekinesis, which won't be needed as Cox decides to slash and dash him to death. Okay.
Shapeshift in 10 seconds. With this, I mean, you basically have a guaranteed fight here, I think.
Okay, they're gonna play around that shapeshift then, seems like. As Bosku onslaughts in.
Gonna give him the opportunity.
Very hard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they actually didn't use the vacuum because he's out of mana. Arcane Boots in a couple of seconds. They don't seem to need it. Bosco will die. All they needed was the Iron Shell for extra damage.
That might be Roche, honestly. No mind.
Oh, you have like it. Do you have any... No, no Midas Armor, no Vlad. Well, you do have Vlads, obviously, on the helm.
Yeah, something. They're gonna get aggressive here.
Okay, Static Storm. Just for Norman, though.
Oh, no, they tossed the zombies.
They'd annoy him. That was not what Carl was looking for. This is why Undying has some anti-synergy with the Tiny. AU is not going to be... Sorry, Carl's not going to be the target. Now finally canceling the Doom with the Doom. Good little TP cancel there by Cox, and that's going to bring down Carl. Getting 2 kills in favor of GEEK SLATE.
Yeah. Really aggressive position. I like that Blacklist want to be able to hold their triangle, secure themselves some more farm for Raven. And I believe you can telekinesis allies outside of Static Storm and Kinetic. So
yes,
it's pretty big, yeah.
No, the shard is definitely one of the best shards in the game. I mean, save in general.
They have vision here.
Okay, into the Static Storm, they toss the Darks here. The onslaught doesn't push him out of the Kinetic field. Perfect. And that allows them to kill Force and Norman with the same ultimate as a Glimpse brings back Zhao. Zhao kind of stuck Fate Bolt to try to delay this. Not going to work as well. Cox, though, walked in 1v5.
2v5?
2v5 with the help of Scam, who's trying to go for Carl. They're going to go for AU as well. In the back lines, it's the Thunderhide killing off his, but they're going to deal with Raven. He's stuck. The poor wolf in the kennel. Scam has to run away now. The kinetic field's done, but he's too late to do so. Carl, in 3 seconds, will have an avalanche. Blink in 10, however, so they can't catch up to Cox. Really odd choice from GEEK SLATE to fight that one.
And that was at the patch where, like, Bane was really good, so you would just, like, die.
Yeah, of course, the real mind games were, are they going to pick Lycan? I feel confident they won't. I pick Bane. They pick Lycan into Bane. Honestly, my lane is useless.
Oh, okay.
Carl, okay, glimpse back the clockwork, but that's fine, because they already have a setup against Carl, so he should die, especially with a vacuum. And Gem can go for more. He's going for AU. He knows the supports are vulnerable, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Destroy AU in a matter of seconds. Take the tombstone down as well with a zoo. And that's a lot of team fight taken away from Blacklist rivalry.
They might feel, though, with this Lycan pressure that they need to do something about this first Aegis. I just don't think they're in a real position to be able to do anything about it.
especially now that they've given it to Doom, which kind of shows how
Yeah,
important it is.
I suppose so. I suppose so.
So it's good that they don't commit. Honestly, you're just waiting for that second rush, which comes to the Shard, which is actually the one everyone plays around. Unless you lose your Drow here, of course. They already doomed her, so Static Storm is a little bit late. They even activate the BKB, and Raven has been condemned to an early death, as Tim's in a similar boat wants to die with his carry. Hold your hand, Tims. Oh, okay, unless the jetpack sends this drunk driving Clockwork away. That's not what he was looking to do. Also, we see Cuckoo sacrificing himself to let Tims live, and it's kind of gonna work. Not really sure why he did that. Cogs don't cancel his TP.
No, they didn't. Neither. He didn't even get caught there with, yeah.
Battery assault. Andorra, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, San Marino, and Vatican, and Monaco?
Monaco.
Yeah, you don't have to know them and put them on a map. Don't be sheever about this.
Very well. That's tier 1 tower taken. Skem continuing to push, although his presence may be required mid lane, because in they go. They've caught themselves Bosku.
Yeah, Bosku was trying to get a creep away. He was trying to flow around like the Hudson River. Instead, he's flowing the Houston one. And he's flowing right into his grave.
Yeah. I think the Houston River might be their overflown sewage system, because that city is expanding too fast. Who?
Edward Sully. That was the
Yes.
yes, that was it.
He was not the driver, he was a pilot.
Sorry, the plane driver.
That's fine. I thought we were referencing without bringing it up, because he's got a hold on, they're fighting.
Shapeshift.
It was a toss in place, though. They meant for a toss back.
Which allows him to stay alive right through this. So the tower doesn't actually hurt him that much. They glimpse back Carl, yells the Rubik into the vacuum war stop. That's gonna work to kill off AU. Carl gets away thanks to the
doomed him
they doom him just to guarantee the kill. And now Narman tries to get away with a jetpack, and they get him right off the air with the pulverize, canceled by the battery assault. Tim's die in a single bite, and now the pulverize is gonna work against Bosku as Rubik stole it. But they have enough damage though. Narman sets up the cogs, but who's gonna actually hit Bosku? Skem is Raven towards him.
Raven!
There we go. Raven also killed off in the backlines by Cox, and that is going to, and a dragon, sorry.
Yeah. BBD, man. Big Black Dragon. I mean, they're not messing around
Ancient
here.
Black Dragon, sorry. ABDs.
Don't get me wrong. I think GEEK SLATE, we're certainly going to look for the rest of the tier 2 towers to poke and prod at these tier 3s with the Lycan summons and force back, and that means my core can just run in without fear of Roar.
This is the most Malaysian thing you ever told me. And we've gone to Mamax together. You've ordered in Malay, and this is even more Malaysian than that.
That's great.
Human suffering, huh?
Here they go.
Okay, last attempt, Carl. There he goes. Static Storm as
Static.
well.
Oh, they
But
pushed
they
him
kicked him
out.
out. However, he might just die in the pulverize. Can they catch him? Do they have enough damage? They do. Skem is dead.
He bought back.
And he buys back immediately as shapeshifting and come back into the fight. They've also doomed the Drow Ranger Cox, creating enough space for him to retreat here.
They're
Skem.
looking for a hook shot in, but
When
there's
is
too
he
many
coming?
zombies.
Where is Skem, though?
They need an angle.
Yes,
They've got another creep wave here from GEEK SLATE, but if Blacklist Rivalry can hold, especially get a dieback kill here onto Skem, which is going to be hard now that Tombstone is timed out, this could be a turning point.
There's no Sonic Storm. There's the shapeshift as well. Go for the dying. Okay. Pulverize the creep. Make sure you get rid of it. Hulk shot though from the side. Catch the Drow Ranger vacuum into the Cox, but that doesn't actually work. It only pushes back one. It's now Cox's job to get rid of the Drow, and Raven will die to the Inferno Blade plus Iron Shell. Cox, fearless, with or without Aegis, as Skem runs down the Tiny. They rocket flare the poor AU, and now they catch up to the final boss, Bosku, who's now done as well. Blacklist Rivalry are forced to buy back.
I mean, they have to GG. That's it.
GG is called.
The game's just over.
Blacklist does not want to fight this any further. GEEK SLATE will find a victory in this DPC.
You know what's kind of wild is that
Not a full series victory though.
at the very end, Blacklist, I don't know what happened. It's like Bosku couldn't control his hero anymore. Like Dinosaur saw another dinosaur and he just started pulverizing it. I think I'd rather take whatever Blacklist is cooking up right now, to be honest. Yes, well, that's because any time I would start cooking garlic in olive oil, you would come out of your room and say, "Oh, what are you cooking?"
Yeah, that's true.
It smells good. I would say olive oil.
They are gonna try to kill your spread and they will succeed. Raven cooks him. And a little shrapnel olive oil.
Shrapnel oleo.
Shrapnel. That's good.
You do have DOTs in the boar poison and magnetized?
No, not anymore. It's
Oh,
just
sorry. Just the magnetized then, and zombies. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind in general though, even if you're not going to be able to get some Pog armlet toggles off top lane. The boat connects on a Skem.
Skem does not have Gus, so he's going to have to TP in the middle of this. And they cancel with Malefice, so Skem is going to die to something. And apparently it's going to be the Kunkka's sword.
Carry for carry, though. Ulti for ulti. They will be able to at least trade away the life of the sniper.
It's just a worse Epicenter, and Epicenter's already bad.
Yeah, agreed. Honestly, agreed. And then at least, you know, you can be like the Amar Mars days where you would toggle your Ags and kill Enigma on the black hole.
Yes. As Force is going to be toggled out of this world.
Cox has bots. He's in for this fight.
AU is able to TP in the middle of this.
They have
Cox,
no stuns, Avo.
yeah, can't stop anyone. He's trying to go for the vessel, trying to deal with a Kunkka. As Kunkka tries to deal with his tower first, he realizes it's going to take too long, and they're going to lose the tower to Cox at this rate. Carl has X in a couple of seconds. Is he going to try? No, just going to TP away. Realizes there's an Earth Spirit aimed right for his face. There's no reinforcements either. Carl will eat up as much damage as possible. This plate of shrooms is going to get burnt up.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
And against the FDA's wishes.
I guess Force Staff is not that. I mean, it's good against, not good against Kunkka, good against Clockwork. I'm surprised he's not going for it this game.
Doesn't Force Staff just crush Earth Spirit though too? The fact that there's so many Force Staff in this current meta. He's not like a good nullifier.
It can, yeah, I mean that can certainly be.
Got the yo-yo death off, huh? And the rolling boulder. Well played. I mean, it means nothing.
He's
but
gonna
you
roll
know,
away. He can chase with this. Oh, he is gonna chase.
He is, but Raven's here, and he's just gonna kill in exchange. In fact, they might get a second one, and this one is much more valuable. Cox, the old man, is stuck in the cogs. Cox and cogs. Now Cox in coffin.
He's taken down. Raven with a double kill up there in exchange for the Rubik support. He'll be quite pleased with that.
To be fair, it does seem like a lot of carries when they play any ranged carry, they just have any excuse they can to just get stats in them. I think it might be the logic. Okay, they only found the Clockwork. They pushed him out though here. Into the Illuminate apparently. That kind of worked. The Clockwork's dead. The Force that actually saves Force won't save Zhao Noel, who does die here. At least they get rid of those tombstone as well.
They're going in.
And this allows Blacklist Private to fight around here. Narman was a little bit crazy, gets killed off. Scam now stuck in the X1 spot. Then he's sent back in. There's nothing to save him from this surefire death. And they even commit the black hole to make sure Bosco doesn't just die here.
Yeah, I think he needed to do that. They were about to get the 7th hyperthermia shard onto him.
No, I mean the initial fight was okay, but they got him back in.
Yeah. I mean it's just an undying. I mean,
and after they shot themselves in the foot, they were like, "What if I try this on my face?" And then, oh, it works.
I think it's not an unrecoverable fight for them. They also do expend a buyback on the Clockwork. This fight, stolen roar. Oh no.
And Cox is farming in the middle lane, which of course isn't great. The telekinesis sets up for the ghost ship. Cox, just in case Cox wants to run away, and he's not going to be able to. The old man's dead. However, Narman continues this fight, activating the Magnetas as well. Tibbs, hit by the own roar, has a force in 2 seconds, but not the mana to use it, and that will set up for the kill that they were looking for. He actually used the Illuminate, which prevented him from using the Force Staff. I don't know if he would have lived regardless.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a bit of a rarity, right? Force Staff. Hook shot. They're fighting.
Finds first, and his dragon too. That's a lot of gold for the sniper. Wow. No, Enigma takes it. You greedy bastard, boss. You know, you're the first person that came to me and brought me no sisig. You think that's a way to greet the boss?
Cannot refuse a request on the day of my TI elimination.
Skem sent back into the ghost ship. That was a perfect time by Carl. I will explain this interaction in a second. It's my favorite thing about Kunkka players. If you know there's a silence, which he of course did, you time the X marks the spot, you wait like a half a second, 0.8, and then that ghost ship will hit automatically.
They don't split, which is unfortunate, which means they're brought into this world only to die, but no chance.
I'm trying a lot, look at me.
Oh, hold on. This could be big.
The Rubik is a valuable kill to start off with, unless Tim's also unless Narman dies for this as well. And because of the Torrent Storm, there's no escape for him. They go for the 2 supports first, as the hookshot from AU failed. Skem just got away with a Hurricane Plague. Now, GEEK SLATE will retreat swiftly, activating their BKBs to try to TP.
Overstayed his welcome.
But Skem, yeah, you're right. He's decided to kill the Rubik as opposed to TPing.
Yeah.
And that cost him his life.
Skem kind of...
He did kill the Rubik twice, I guess.
Running you down. Yeah, he needed to get the heck out of there. So, a bit of a painful fight there for GEEK SLATE. Does look like they're going to go down now.
And he does a bunch of other movies. It's just whatever, however you can. And I don't understand why we decided that is the naming convention.
You know what's kind of funny is that this is like an in-joke between us two, but perhaps it's also a thing here in other languages where whenever you... Oh, hold on, Force is going to die. They've scattered him.
Look, I'm just going to harp on this point, but for a team that has supposedly...
Oh no, he BKB'd as well. Yeah, they're going to fight around this?
They have Scotty. They have Black Hole now to kill AU as well. Cox really thought, should I walk into this black hole and give up on life?
Oh, no.
Decided against it, and now is Scam who's gonna give up on life, activates the BKB. GEEK SLATE still taking this fight somewhat. Narman's hiding in the trees. Now GEEK SLATE finally run away. Narman's gonna be caught out instead. Shrapnel will reveal him. There's the Gust. They have vision because of course they have a jam around. Yules does nothing but delay the inevitable as Narman's get caught. Brother, I get a harp on this. When you have so much information gathering on a team like this between lane shove and actual vision,
I think that's where you excel. You know, you try and bait enemies into your high ground using Tombstone to punish them eventually for overextending. It is really hard because Sniper is just shooting them from low ground. But again, I don't know. I don't know what they're supposed to do. This is a good move. I like this.
yeah, this could be a good move if they killed Enigma first, but DK's beaten. He's now fine, apparently, as he also grieved. They also killed Narman, who got into the middle of the Torrent Storm. That's not going to work. They tried to disengage from this high ground where the Tombstone's been set up. Kunkka was the target, but his AC makes him a hard kill as well, as AU remains the high ground to give a little bit of vision. Scam has been floating with Scotty, and Scam, even with a BKB, just can't run. Carl is literally attacking him with his bare sword here, now turned into a pig, now being roasted. The Torrent Storm's helping him retreat, though, and they haven't killed Carl just yet, but he should finally fall, as he tries to survive this. BKB's finally out. He will die, and it's for Narman, perhaps, who pushes Raven down to the low ground. Narman is going to die. Cox is now being attacked by Raven, who also gets rid of 2 heroes in quick succession. It's duck hunting season, and GEEK SLATE, they've worn too much camo today. Cox is the target now as well, as they have a hook shot, but they're not going to use it to hunt him down.
You're like the magician puts the card back into the deck. You're like, wow.
Well, I always assumed they would eat it.
You don't have object permanence is basically what you're saying.
No.
Whoa, wait. GEEK SLATE are stealing Rose. Shut up, Abo.
I wasn't talking. Roche is taken, though. Aegis for Scam. Hook shot, a little bit late. A little bit late. A setting Scam is not going to save you, Clockwork.
Hey.
Guys, Blacklist rivalry can still throw. And apparently, they're doing that.
And GEEK SLATE, they've gotten themselves out of the pit, which is the most dangerous part of this for now. That would be too rich for me.
Okay. Too richy?
Yes, too rich for me. I mean, that's saying something, dude.
Yeah.
You hear the quality of jokes I make, how rich they are already.
You're very pompous, I would ever say that. They caught the Earth Spirit, cogsing him back. Yules Scepter used, and oh, okay, it's just Raven dived up to the Sniper. Someone help out Raven. He's actually out of range because Sniper pushed him away. Torrent Storm has also been committed, and GEEK SLATE, they're chasing out the Blacklist rivalry. They know there's no Torrent Storm anymore. However, the Drought is low on HP.
I would be careful as well. Carl
Scam is just watching this gunslinger. Don't walk up to high ground, Scam.
Carl has Refresher as well. He's
going for the Courier now. The Courier's distracting all of them. He has a gem. They killed it. And perhaps also take a tier 1 here. Tier 2, sorry.
This is a pretty big turning point. It nearly equalized here on the net worth lead.
Raven? Scam, what is he doing? He's like an offlaner right now. Oh no, Cox is not an offlaner. Oh no, Cox has been caught. Cox is frozen solid because of the Scotty. Someone help him. The black hole is canceled by the promo roar, but they got what they came for.
It's a Crimson Guard.
Bosku is dead in exchange for Cox. A Crimson Guard's been used to prevent some of the Beastmaster and Drow Ranger damage.
Hell? AU built a Crimson Guard this game.
He uses the concussive grenade to make sure the dragon can get to him. I can't believe he almost died for an illusion rune. Of all runes to die for. A late game illusion rune, Richie.
It's very comparable to who's the guy that drowned himself when he was looking at his reflection? Oh, we're fighting.
Oh,
they kicked him away.
It was the Kunkka being sent back. Carl, activates BKB. He's going to use this as initiation. I don't know if that's going to work. The Yosef stops the X marks the spot. Now the tidal wave bringing back the Undying. They're hoping to replay this. Undying already dropped his tombstone, however, so he's not that useful anyway.
Hook shot. They found
the Drow Ranger from behind, but there's nobody nearby. So it's just AU trying to keep space. They're getting up finally, catching her with a black hole. Coming, Raven. Someone needs to start attacking her. And that's going to be Raven's role, killing off Scam. And now because of the tidal wave and the Torrent Storm, the Earth Spit is denied. Water Park Kunkka is online. Tidal Wave has only been used in a single fight. It's already had more use than half of Carl's life.
I hate to say it, but this is thanks to Hustler, man. Like, I don't think Cox gets himself... He's got no mobility on this guy. You don't always see it. I generally like the Rocket Flare True Sight, but he's decided to go for the Cogs instead. So that's going to be an
Earth Spirit justified.
Yeah, I think it's always a decent spell.
Oh, okay, this is the right target. Raven does have Aegis though. So, first life, cook the pig. But the pig has 7 lives, and the pig also has teammates. In fact, the pig is being saved by Peter right now. And now, because of the black hole, they're going against the Hunter, and Raven is just gonna bring down Scam. Goodbye to the Sport Drow, GEEK SLATE. Now in shambles because they need to buy back on their carry, and carries hate losing gold the most. Will they do so, though? Will they commit? They have to. I mean, okay, first of all, buyback now. Like, there's no way to retreat.
Oh no, they killed Cox's courier.
It's bad.
I think it died to creeps.
Where is Skem?
He bought out for that.
Did Skem watch Natsumi? Is Zhao telling him to play like Natsumi?
Dude, that was a full Wind Waker, I think.
Look, it does. Okay, there's Skem. Skem's back. Sorry, Richie, but Skem is finally back, but the Sniper could have died in this time. He didn't.
At game 3, where they do get to find themselves a win.
Okay, there's a smoke up Drow who's gonna... Oh, that's Ninja Gear, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is, but he's already Silver Edge. It's gonna be useless here.
Ninja
Once again, the attempt to go for the Sniper, but the Hex stops this attempt.
No.
They know your shenanigans, Norman.
He's got buyback, though. He can
Yeah, but it's on
play.
cooldown now. You can't do the trick again.
And he also enchanted Remnant already, and that's
Exactly,
gonna be...
that's what I mean. Gem him! Gem him! Show him what's up. No, Geek Slate waiting for the enchant rune, apparently. That's going to be their one last play. We still have the H-Sun Sniper for 30 more seconds. They're going to try to wait it out. But I see a hook shot onto a Drow Ranger who has a Blink Dagger. However, Narman got caught, has the enchant rune this time to survive. Force went in, though, and Force could turn into a Hex, and Narman couldn't push himself because he didn't have Boulder Smash. It was on cooldown. Now Force in trouble as well, being sent back into the Torrent Storm. Force will fall.
Where is Scam going?
Scam is just leaving his teammates behind. Scam says, my people need me. He now finally TPs back home. But it's way too late. Geek Slate has lost 2 of their initiators.
And the Megas are here.
Buyback at least.
Either he didn't want to fight or he wanted to go bottom, and now... What's the plan here, Geek Slate?
Yeah, the plan is losing. The plan is you call the GG now. I mean, you don't have the Earth Spirit. That was your one saving play. You already used the Primal Roar as well on Force. The creeps are piling onto your base. They even stole your Tombstone for good measure. Oh, hook shot. Finds Cox. Cox is Aeon Disc at least.
Not so safe harbor, eh?
He's fine for now, as Skem still trying to attack him from behind.
They're hunting him, but the Ancient, it's going down.
It doesn't matter, the Ancient can't move like Skem, then he can't leave his teammates behind.
Okay, he might go for it now, he needs to.
That's a really long-range Hex onto the Sniper, but he still preserves the BKB, activates it, and he's gonna go for AU. The Ghost Ship is covering him too, they killed Cox. He doesn't have buyback. Just kill the throne. Oh, they're going for Skem first, of course. Aeon Disc does save him for now, but Black Hole right after the Aeon Disc.
Yeah.
And they just need to pew him as the GG gets called.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough scenario there for Geek Slate to hold there in any case. But a bit difficult for him to try and jump the target, only for them to have Aeon Disc. That certainly is not going to feel good for them to end the game in that way. The moment a carry, to multiple carries, not just like your Naga Sirens, your Spectres are buying this item, core first item, like OD.
I mean, Ricky seems like a really good builder.
I mean, I agree. I don't know why Meteor Hammer gets all this hate now that I think about it.
You were the one that started this.
I didn't start this.
You're literally the meme of the person who put the stick between the bicycles.
I mean,
Zhao Noel, body blocks. Oh, they actually failed there, but it's okay.
I'm just a follower, though. I'm uneducated. You can't blame me. Blame the system.
Right, okay.
Looks like this smoke didn't work out too well. Carl will run down bottom. We'll see if Geek Slate thought anyone else was in this smoke. They don't really have a good reason to believe, though, so...
Not what you kill. You have Shapeshift here. There's no overgrowth for sure.
There's a Treant nearby as well.
Okay, I'm going to try to stun him by putting him in the kinetic field. Stun as well. Dawnbreaker's coming by. Can Force run away? Yeah, he does. He avoids the stun. And now Tim's is pretty low as well. In fact, Force thinks he can go on him. The creeps will just finish the job as Force outruns the Pango.
Yeah.
Sure, Narman dies to Bosku, but
two-man stun.
A lot of commitment here coming the way of Blacklist Rivalry for only a support kill. In fact, the support even trade.
But Force balled on them, to be honest. I mean, a one-for-one trade, but for the amount of resources committed there, especially for the Metamorphosis use, like, Raven doesn't lose much. Maybe they get a free kill here?
They do, because Bosku overstayed is welcome. They're trying to body block him with Zhao. Have anything to cancel his TP? Yes, death.
Pretty big move here. I think now you're able to get this tower for free. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I agree. Scam will TP down bottom. It's a difficult timing if you're Blacklist, right?
oh, Carl should know. Oh, well.
Good rocket flare, but I don't think that's gonna matter. It's gonna be down bottom where they actually try to go for the Rubik, but the Rubik with the Ricky got the kill on Carl, and because of that smoke screen, it didn't feel that impactful. Bakuku didn't even join him with the Greaves there.
This is...
oh, sorry, that was the Rubik that actually went down. My bad.
Yeah. This is gonna start... Oh, hookshot in? Oh,
Hookshot
a little bit early, though.
No, if they're not gonna hit the Rosh anymore, they're gonna hit AU first.
Yeah.
Rosh even bashes him. How dare you try to steal the Aegis from GEEK SLATE? It's hard to tell because obviously we don't know internally what's happening.
Of course.
But it's certain that
pure speculation.
What's factual is there aren't plays being made. That's always been an issue for this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, if you look at SMG, for example, oh, hold on, they're fighting. That's a good initiation.
Yeah, it is, but he doesn't have Aegis though, so he's not that sad about dying here. However, if they can roll onto him and kill him a second time. Oh, the bonk. Does it actually get him?
They got the
now with
Lycan.
the BKB. Now he's just charging the Requiem of Souls. They did catch up to the Lycan, but it doesn't seem to matter because Cox covers his escape quite nicely. So Force is fine. Cox sticks to tier 3. Now Cox is out of BKB, so he's going to retreat. Where's the Ricky? Oh, it's going to be the Trim Protector instead.
Yeah.
Who's being chased down in the trees. Zhao. Trees are broken and so is his heart.
Good. Ricky is
hitting the Meteor Hammer.
Two-man Meteor Hammer, not bad. Blink strikes away. He'll get out of there.
So you can't do that to get rid of Overgrowth. So you need the Lotus Orb instead. It's not a great item on Fangirl. Because obviously, unless there's a Beastmaster, rarely are you going to reflect anything this game. So, not bad. This game is particularly good because you also dispel the Ricky Dart though.
Oh, he's going in.
He is going in. And
Still rolling Thunder though.
Find the SF. Oh, Cox is acting his BKB. Butterfly, will it save him? It will not. Some good luck here on those hits from the SF, from the Terrorblade, sorry, and they get Zhao as well. And here's where the Reign of Terror begins, as they also get a Dragon. GEEK SLATE is forced to retreat. Yes, the Dragon dies, and then Terrorblade takes over his soul.
And then the Terrorblade Rise.
And the Terrorblade rises. And oh my god, the Satyr's dancing. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad? Oh my god, why is he throwing meteors? Oh no, the Satyr's been caught! What does this mean for the prophecies, Richie?
It continues.
It means
Satyr's.
nothing. Skem is... What is he jumping into the cogs? What a great guess by AU. Bye-bye, Skem.
All right.
The Satyr's aimless, Richie.
I told you. There you go. I mean, it's the prophecy here. It's coming true for Blacklist Rivalry.
But one gives healing, and the other one is just running around like a wolf.
And it gives Meteor Hammer.
Yeah.
On his Satyr shoes.
Skem.
Oh, this could be a... I mean, that's team fight.
Yeah, I guess. Just taunting the Requiem.
He's waiting for Rose to be lower.
The shapeshift.
Here they go. Oh, no.
He didn't activate his BKB either. I mean, hookshot. Okay, now there's the BKB. Requiem, but everyone has BKB too, so Cox is pretty useless. Overgrowth committed. Monta styled to the spell, so his Lotus Sword. Cox is going to die at this rate. Cox has been
Force got Aegis, though.
He's going to fall. Yeah, Force did get the Aegis, but the rest of your team is dying. So who cares if you have 2 lights on Force if everyone else falls? In fact, they almost killed the Ricky with that. But the SF is a real carry, and he just got decimated.
Okay, I could see it. I think the only issue is getting the SF involved in these fights. It still feels a little bit awkward right now. If you do have to continue holding this Overgrowth for a potential Rolling Thunder, which it seems like he was doing there.
This is the same build. This is the same theory as Pango's, right? When I depend on my abilities, I'd rather have lesser cooldown on them than I do having more damage on the single ability. That's why they don't build MKE anymore. That's why they build Octarine. There's actually more damage.
Oh, and they got good vision here. That's a good initiation target.
They have Arcane Blink as well. Yeah, they go. They blow up one support. Claims back the other one. Can they kill him in time? Yeah, the fear lasts way too long. And Cox actually avoids this with a blink. Sorry, not with a blink. It's going to be the flicker. Now he has to activate the BKB. Trying to avoid the Pango. Here comes the help for the Dumbreaker. Overgrowth immediately dispelled. But he did catch the Terrorblade in it. Cox, though, is in trouble. No more BKB inside the Static Storm.
Stolen Guardian?
They even commit the Stolen Guardian from the Rubik to save Cox.
No way.
We're now alive, but Carl's behind him. And that's going to condemn him. They also punish the Rubik. The Ring is nowhere to be seen because he was trying to attack the backlines. And now they cancel TV from Force, who has no shapeshift and has no life left either. Raven had the meta ready.
Skem and Zhao, they're waiting for their opening, but I don't think they're going to get one here, honestly. These heroes. I think phenomenal usage, honestly, just on this Solar Guardian. Keeps them alive, completely nullifies the SF BKB. He's got to run away for the entire duration. By that point, the buyback on the Disruptor ends up really making the difference. He's locked inside that Static Storm kinetic field with no saves on his team. There's no way Skem gets this, right?
I mean, he's trying. He doesn't want to trick, so he doesn't take the Roche himself by accident. He's going to tricks on Raven instead. Really lacking damage here. And they do. I don't know if they see him.
They do now.
Oh, they do now. They do now. Skem has been cut. He's been rolled on. They want to squash him.
Oh, yeah.
And they will end up piercing him with that swashbuckle. Also catching up to Norman. No hammer will save him here. The outplay comes from his teammate instead.
Can't be the hero. Does he steal anything? No.
No, he doesn't. He just loses his life.
Dies with his hands empty there, unfortunately. There's a gem on the deck, by the way. Someone should pick that up. Everyone's ignored it.
Well, let's see what the play here will be by Raven. He has a Swift Blink coming into him on the Courier. No more boots for him, just maximizing damage as much as possible. They're going to go for tier 4s. But there's still the potential Rolling Thunder, which annoys the SF's initiation. Of course, is the hook shot as well.
He's up in 3, Throne's exposed.
Okay, they were patient enough. And in fact, like this rivalry, there's the Force Wolf form going for Tim's first.
Okay.
And because the BKB blows up one support, blows up a second. Okay, guys, everyone can kill supports. Great. Who kills the Terror?
That's what I'm asking, though. Like,
so it's,
and not to mention, against physical damage, you're also playing into the Solar Guardian Egg Scepter. Now you also have a Heaven's Halberd online here for Bosku, who has, you know, he's back to intern coup, but it's really working out for him.
Carl, okay, they're gonna find a fight away from the base. Force is the target first because they know how dangerous he is. And in fact, they're going to throw everything at Force. The Wolves get in the kennel. He finally escapes. They're chasing after him with everything they got, but they don't have the mobility to actually get up to Force.
Oh, wow.
Instead, the rocket flares, because of the Ags, will finish him off. That's 70 seconds on Wolf Boy.
Yeah.
They also don't have the Rubik.
It's a scary moment for them. Raven as well. This will be scary for Geek Slate because here he goes up to high ground. Again, this isn't quite yet Megas. They still need that building up top.
Your hammer. What's that doing?
He has Refresher, though, and Aegis for another minute.
Cox uses the Requiem.
That's good.
They do
That's
get
big.
a good fear, but they're concentrating on the wrong target. They're going for the offlaner. Now for Raven, who's still in the backlines, hitting Cox now, hitting the Ricky in the smoke screen a little bit harder. They glimpse Cox, and they get rid of Cox.
Got buyback.
He has a buyback just in time to come back for the second bout.
No BKB,
Without
though.
a meta is the Terror Blade, but he does have Aegis, though, so they have to kill him twice.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
A Blacklist rivalry, they can afford to be patient here as well. They have Solar Guardian at the ready, so their initiation or their counter initiation is all they really need to bank on. They don't even need to force a fight right now. They can just look to close out the game.
Force is back. One last desperate attempt. They bought Desolator, the only item you can actually buy completely from the fountain, which is why he bought it now, just maximizing as much damage as he can. It just seems like the
This is relegation.
They try to howl him, but the throne is going to fall to the illusions anyway. And Raven activates the BKB. He's done with this match. Doesn't want to fight the team anymore. He just wants to stay in Div 1 and keep Geek Slate down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. I think with this, they're mathematically relegated. It's very, very difficult now for Geek Slate. From Major to Div 2, this will be a real, what's the opposite of Cinderella story? Elon Musk buying Twitter story. It's a rough one for Geek Slate.